Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Purcell High School here in Purcell, Oklahoma. It's day 2 of the Heart of Oklahoma basketball tournament featuring your Bethany Bronchos. And for today's match, the Enid High School Lady Pacers. Enid, we actually just saw their men's game get done ahead of us. They dropped their game to Purcell by about 20 points, so they'll head to the losers' side now. Of course, the hosting Purcell Dragons bringing everybody here. Good to see that the home team is getting some of their wins on at least the men's side as well. I haven't been able to catch one of the women's games, but that's neither here nor now. Again, this is Bethany High School basketball on GSN Sports and Talk and the GospelStation.com Sports and Talk. My name is Luke Young. Thank you so much for tuning in. I was with you for yesterday's games, and we had some great ones, folks. But before we get into all of that, got to give a shout-out to our sponsors. This stream is powered by Simplify Tech Solutions back at 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard. And our feature sponsor of the game, Toro Taxes, brand new business at 5909 Northwest Expressway. They are in Suite 249, I believe, and I'll double-check that for you here. Yes, 249. Call 580-275-8933 for Toro Taxes. Don't leave money on the table. Call Toro Taxes today. They help you with your tax returns, all that great stuff. But speaking of great stuff, let's talk about this Bethany High School women's basketball team. Yesterday they had a 63-19 victory over Dixon High School. It was dominance, ladies and gentlemen, from start to finish. The 4A number 9 team in the class comes in now at 13-2 on the season, looking to make that 14-2 with a win here over the Pacers. My player of the game was Cameron Gear after a strong showing she had both on the paint offensively and defensively. She was actually tasked with a lot of full court defense as well, and most of the time, by that second half, she was up 1-on-3 playing full court defense. It was something impressive, and her hustle was causing turnovers left and right. And I expect a lot of that again today. Well, we're on our pregame show. Of course, we're going to take a look at today's keys to the game, sponsored by Coyote Pond. Here we go. Tempo control. Bethany excels when they are playing from ahead. They want to stay ahead early. They have such a dominant presence in the paint that when they are trading twos back and forth, it's almost always going to go in Bethany's favor. Full court pressure, I mentioned that. We're just now talking about Cameron Regier. The full court press that Bethany played caused a lot of turnovers on the Dixon end yesterday morning. I expect a lot of that again today. They've been running this full court defense all season long, and it's done them wonders. Finally, and this is a classic, ball security. This doesn't just mean ball security on whoever is controlling the basketball. It means ball security down low. It means ball security bringing it up the floor. This is safe entry passes into the paint. This is smart passes around the perimeter. I like to say have an intention with where you're going with the basketball, and I think that's what they're looking for here today. But those are our Coyote Pond keys to the game. Again, thanks to Coyote Pond. They're the home of the $10 FFL, or excuse me, I believe it's $20 FFL transfer now. Got to make sure you've got that correct. You can hear their commercial later on during this broadcast, of course. So thanks to Coyote Pond, 5804 Northwest 63rd Street in War Acres. We've got 8 minutes here before tip between the Broncos and the Pacers. Again, if you're just now joining us, this is the pregame show. Bethany maintains the number 1 seed overall in this tournament. I'm told they put their names in a hat and draw for seeds. But I think no matter how it could have ended up, Bethany as the number 1 was pretty fitting. Yesterday, that meant we played the number 8 seed Dixon. But for the rest of the teams, I'm not sure who is who. I assumed it was 1, 2, 3, 4 down the bracket, and then 5 played 4, and so on, all the way back up. But I'm actually not too sure about it. I don't know who is who now. So we'll have to wait for the PA guy down at the table to kind of clue us in on what seed in this tournament Enid is. But I'm assuming if they're matched up on us, they've got to be around the middle of the pack here as far as seeding goes, making it to winner side, obviously. Oh, yes, and speaking of winner side, Enid, to get to this point, they took down the Oklahoma City Knights, who the Knights are a little bit of a story themselves. The homeschool organization took down ranked 3A school Anadarko on the men's side yesterday. They will face us in the game directly following this one, so that should be a great matchup as well. We invite everybody to stick around for that one after we're done with the women's. But it looks like rosters are getting in down on the table, so I got to go down there and snap a picture of the Pacer roster. So I'll be back here in a little bit. While I'm gone, I'll leave you with our commercial break. So thank you again for tuning in. This is Bethany Basketball in the Heart of Oklahoma tournament on the gospelstation.com Sports and Talk. Luke Young on the mic with you. I'll be back in a little bit, 6:30 until tip in Purcell, Oklahoma.
At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month. And yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
This is Blake Nightingale State Farm, your local insurance agent over at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here to tell you more about the business is Blake himself.
Hi, my name is Blake Nightingale, State Farm insurance agent located at 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City. I've been a State Farm agent since 2018. We've got 5 licensed staff members here, and we do everything from auto, home, life insurance, and health insurance. And we're real passionate about helping people. And we love youth sports, and we sponsor a lot of local teams here. And so, like I always tell people, like a good neighbor, we're here to help you.
Just like you heard from Blake, Blake Nightingale State Farm is here to help you protect what's important to you, because your car and home aren't just things. They're where you make your memories. Visit Blake and his friendly staff at 7304 Northwest Expressway and call them at 405-728-1313. Like a good neighbor, Blake Nightingale is there.
C&J Sporting Goods at 6604 Northwest 38th Street has been serving Bethany and the Metro for over 30 years, with 3 generations ready to serve you with the best shopping experience of product knowledge and customer service anywhere, with a wide selection of guns, ammo, ear and eye protection, law enforcement equipment, hunting, camping, and survival gear. If they don't have it, they will order it for you. Veteran owned and family operated. Call 405-789-8102. C&J Sporting Goods.
Learn about nursing and long-term care at CNA Training Academy, 7463 Northwest 23rd Street. Mary Chikwuma offers affordable, useful, and flexible classes every day that will teach you the foundations of medical care. Mary Chikwuma has been teaching her class for 18 years and is eager to teach you. Understand vital signs, train for and be hired as a PCA, and learn about caring for patients in nursing homes, hospitals, assisted living situations, and more at CNA Training Academy. Call 405-315-1357 and ask about financial qualifications. CNA Training Academy is open to all ages and has classes on the weekend and in the evenings as well. Call CNA now, 405-315-1357, and join classes of people learning about nursing and inspiring each other daily. Do it best at Evans Hardware. Since 1965, Evans Hardware has provided Midwest City with top quality home improvement supplies and a one-of-a-kind shopping experience. At 1021 South Douglas Boulevard, Evans Hardware is family owned and has the right products for every situation, including DIY projects, professional contracting, or quick fixes. Their satisfaction guarantee and quick turnarounds mean you'll always find what you need. So visit Evans Hardware in Midwest City or call 405-732-1898. That's 405-732-1898. Evans Hardware in Midwest City. Step up to the next level at Coyote Pond, home with a $20 FFL transfer. Coyote Pond at 5804 Northwest 63rd and MacArthur makes the difference in customer service with a selection of just about everything, with top dollar loans and rock bottom prices. Locally owned and operated, Coyote Pond is the destination headquarters for Bethany, Yukon, and Oklahoma City, and the home of the $20 FFL transfers. Call 405-470-7999 or go to coyotepond.com. That's 405-470-7999 and coyotepond.com. All right, folks, we are back here on GSN Sports and Talk, getting ready for day number 2 of the Heart of Oklahoma tournament. Your Bethany Bronchos and the Enid High School Pacers kick things off for our doubleheader today. Women's first, men's directly after. But first, I've got an update for you. All right, I've got an update. So get this. I just found out that the first place games tomorrow have moved up to 8:30 and 10 a.m. in the morning. 8:30 for women's, 10 for men's. The third place games will play at 8:30 and 10 a.m. in the old Purcell High School, just a couple of blocks away from the new one that we're in right now. So no matter what, 8:30 and 10 tomorrow. Make sure you've got that. Make sure you write it down. That's what we're looking at. We've got under 2 minutes now before we get ready in today's game, get over to tip, meet the starting lineups, do all that good stuff. So we want to, one final time, thank you for tuning in here on GSN Sports and Talk. Eager for some great basketball, man. Eager for some great basketball. Not eager for the terrible weather we're going to get this weekend, but, no one ever is. But no, I've heard a lot about this Enid school, all right? They've been good in a lot of different sports in the past. Haven't been able to catch one of their games myself, so this is the first time I'm seeing this Pacer squad. Based on the eye test right now, I see a big numbers advantage for the Bethany Bronchos, which is not surprising much to me. Enid appears to be a team that is going to be eager to shoot the three ball, perhaps, so we'll see if that factors into their offensive game plan any. All right, but it's now time to go ahead and meet all the all the starting five. All right, I'm imagining Bethany is going to be home. All right, and I do have the Enid High School roster here with me, so bear with me while I'm getting everything in order. Bethany will be home. I was correct. All right, we're going to meet the Pacers first. This is number 11, Chrisup. Here's number 20, Yates. Odom, number 22, the third starter. This is Solomon. Miller is the final starter announced. Collins and Woods and Josa will sit on the bench. All right, let's meet our Broncos. Regier, the first starter. Followed up by Calderon, as she has so many times before. Madison McNutt, the third starter. And there's Reese Harris. Rounded out, of course, by Allie Lynn, and we are ready to go. So we met our starting five. If you're just now joining us, for the Bethany Broncos, it's going to be Regier, Calderon, McNutt, Harris, and Lynn. For the Pacers, it's going to be Chrisup, Yates, Odom, Solomon, and Miller. 8 minutes on the clock here in the first, ready for the first match for us in day number 2, not the first match for the tournament. Of course, we've actually finally got the late draw here today, but we're always ready for good basketball. Let's see, heading out to the logo to jump, it appears to be Miller. She'll be jumping against Cam Regier. Miller wears number 32. Enid out here in the blue and white. Bethany in the white and purple. All right, looks like both squads are ready, so let's get this thing underway. The heart of Oklahoma, day 2. Regier wins the jump, and Bethany has first possession. It's actually Harris to bring it up the court this side. She's immediately looking over to her left side with Calderon. And now here's Maddie McNutt with it at the logo. She's looking down low. Regier, nice pass to her right side to Reese Harris, but her layup doesn't go. Uncharacteristic miss right there for 1-2 in the white, but a great offensive look at the board nonetheless. So Enid comes back across half court. Bethany running a 2-3 zone, it appears, and trying to go for a trap, maybe more of a 2-1-2 instead. Enid has it at the logo. That's number 23, Solomon. Looking out to her right, still nothing opening up down low, so they're going to go back and forth for a little bit. 7:20 on the clock, nearly a full minute has come off already in the first. The Pacers still searching, top of the key. They send it over to the right wing, and it goes right back top. All the way around the world, here's number 20, Yates from the left elbow. Her three-pointer no good, rebounded by Allie Lynn. Lynn looking up floor, has Madison McNutt on the far side. McNutt handoff, Harris Three-pointer from the left wing. Bethany has the first points of the night after the Reese Harris three. But a quick timeout taken here, so we'll take a break with them. 3-0, 6:56 on the clock. Maybe a little bit early for a timeout, but we're taking one nonetheless.
Lilygrass Flowers and Decor is rooted in rich history dating back to 1979 in the precious memory of Flowers by Roy. Alicia Rankins and staff have carried the commitment to only offer the finest, unique floral arrangements with same-day delivery locally and nationally. What you envision, we make reality at Lilygrass Flowers and Decor, 7101 Northwest Expressway. Call Lilygrass Flowers and Decor at 721-1813 and begin a new memory.
Coming out of the timeout here, Bethany up 3-0 over the Pacers after the Reese Harris three-pointer. Bethany back to their full court defense right here, and you see that's number 23, Solomon, going off to the left line, able to get past all the Bethany defenders. Now she has it going back to her left, looking down low, has a couple players in the corners. This is number 32, Miller, with a three. Her three from the near corner, no good. Look at Regier fight for the rebound. Over three defenders, still not coming away with it cleanly, and finally the whistle blown. This foul going on number 22, Odom of the Pacers. That'll be her first personal and the first team foul. I gotta say, folks, although it's gonna get really cold this weekend, it is hot up here in the gymnasium. I am sweating already. Regier on the left side, heavily defended by Miller. Bethany will go back towards the right before they get it to McNutt, top of the key. She's looking over to Calderon. Three defenders stay in the paint right here for Enid. They're trying to lock down Miss Regier, and they're going to be trying to do that all night long just with bodies in the way. Regier now makes her move, driving right side, spinning, going to the right block, trying to get the shot off, but the whistle was blown, a travel call on Regier. 6:05 is where the clock stopped. The score is still 3-0. Bethany does lead. Enid going to try to put some points on the board here. Now you see the full court defense is Cam Regier alone, 1-on-2. Enid does get it up court cleanly. There's a feed into the middle of the floor. That was number 32, Miller, trying to find number 22, Odom, but it's knocked out of bounds by the Broncos. 5:55 on the clock. We'll say the Pacers seem to have good ball movement. The inbounds goes right back down low. That's number 23, Solomon, getting the shot off, and her left hand can't get it to go. Allie Lynn comes away with the rebound. Now she's looking up the left side of the floor. McNutt thought about the shot, gives it up to Reese Harris back towards the middle. Harris now makes her move, left hand into the lane, bounce pass out to 1-1. McNutt moving back towards the broad side of the court, bounce pass down low to Regier. Regier's got to get the pass off, able to get to Calderon. She tries to go back down to 2, but it bounces out of Regier's hands and into the hands of number 32, Miller, for a turnover. Solomon comes up the court in a hurry. He was looking down low, but Reese Harris comes streaking out the right side for the steal. Harris now to Regier. Regier looking into the paint, has Calderon, and Calderon hit from behind as she goes up for the shot. That should send number 5 to the line to shoot some free throws for Bethany. The foul goes on number 11, Chrisup. 5:13 on the clock. Calderon trying to put some more points on the board here for Bethany. Her first, no good. Hit the back of the rim, took an unfriendly hop. Number 33, Collins, on the floor now for Enid. She'll replace Chrisup. Collins stands on the left side of the lane. Second free throw, that one is made. Score moves to 4-0. Bethany now officially leads by 2 possessions. Bethany has 4 people past the half-court mark now. All of them trying to play this trap. And a long pass gets stolen away by Allie Lynn, who barrels over a defender on the far side of the floor. They're going to hit number 20, Yates, with a foul here on the Enid side. Just over 5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Bethany still with full control of the situation. Here's Calderon on the right elbow, trying to go back towards the middle of the floor. Sees an open Reese Harris on the far side. Now Harris makes her move, right hand all the way to the free throw line. Bounce pass off to McNutt. McNutt goes back to 1-2 and is right back to 1-1. Right wing, McNutt for her first 3 of the night. Knocks it down in Madison McNutt fashion. Nothing but net. Bethany's defense going to try to cause some havoc. Enid's got to get it up court quick. They have an open player on the left line. So far, they've handled the full court defense well. Here's Solomon driving left hand all the way to the glass, through multiple defenders, but no good. Regier has the rebound. 1-on-2 on the other end. Right-handed layup. Got the whistle. 7-0 on the clock. 4:23 is where it stops. Let's see who this foul goes on. It appears to be number 20, Yates. That will be Yates' second personal. Already 4 team fouls on Enid. This is something they need to watch out for. They do not have the depth of bench to see a lot of personal foul numbers climb. Regier misses her first free throw, wide left. Regier for her second attempt. This one up and that one made. 8-0. Again, 4:20 left to play in the first quarter, about halfway done with our opening 8. Enid trying to go up the left line again. Here's Calderon to help at the half-court line. And it's a travel. Calderon playing great defense right there on number 23, Solomon. Helped out Regier right at the mid-floor line. And, I mean, that's just perfect full-court defense. One of our keys to the game, full-court defense. Good to see Bethany executing. Calderon goes to the simple inbounds to Reese Harris. Let's see what the offense runs. Harris brings it up slowly. She's got number 20, Yates, on her. Harris and Calderon stand outside the perimeter. They've got 3 players down low. Now they go to the right. McNutt catch and shoot 3, a little bit off the mark. Harris fighting for the rebound in the far corner. Harris keeps it alive. Now looking towards the baseline with Regier. Regier kicks it back out. Calderon wants the 3 in return, and she's got it. 11-0. McKenna Calderon hits the 3. 3:45 on the clock here in the first. Now an 11-point lead. Obviously, Bethany on an 11-0 run here. The Pacers have been able to move the ball fairly well. They just haven't been able to see it fall through the rim yet. And another turnover will give the ball back to Bethany. Again, 11-0. Here's Harris and Calderon. They go all the way to the corner because there's Madison McNutt standing there, but she banks it off the glass, no good. Regier was able to get the offensive rebound. She tried to go back up with the right hand. That one no good as well. They're tying up number 33, Collins, down low, but Collins is able to get the pass off cleanly. Here's Solomon again coming up the left line. She's done that a lot. Squares up for the mid-range 2, bounces around, doesn't fall. Defensive rebound. Lynn fights it 1-on-3 and gets the whistle. Foul or jump ball? It will be a foul. That's on number 22, Odom. That should be 5, so that should put Bethany into the bonus, and that appears to be the case. Lynn will head over to the line. A couple subs ready to come on the floor here for the Broncos. It appears to be Donnelly and Saylor. And now Morgan McNutt stands up as well, so get ready for 3 subs to come on here. Lynn's first free throw, that one good. 12-0 to score. So Donnelly, Saylor, and McNutt step on. Madison McNutt, Calderon, and looks like Cameron Gear head off the floor. 12-0 with the second free throw. That one no good, off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound, Saylor wants it. This is going with Enid after the whistle. So now with a couple new players on the floor, we got to see how this full court defense picks up. Cross court pass right to left, and it's through the hands of number 20, Yates. Bad mistake right there for the Pacers. They find themselves down 12 here in the first. That's not exactly what you want to be looking for, as you desperately need points with just over 3 minutes remaining in this quarter. And I think Enid knows it because their coach takes a timeout, so let's take a quick timeout with them. Thanks to Victory Mattress Outlet, one of our sponsors over at 7104 Northwest Expressway, Suite 610. Hear their commercial throughout the stream. Remember, your best night's sleep costs less at Victory Mattress Outlet. We'll be back in a few.
Polished is total grooming at 836 Garth Brooks in Yukon with 28 years combined experience, including airbrush design, nail caps on dogs and cats, as well as the Bri Bar and pet photography. It's a dog and cat day out at Polish, and ask about the month's membership that includes a free weekly bathing and 50% off pet grooming. Go to polishgrooming.com or call 405-494-8409. Keep your fur baby happy with expert affordable pet grooming at Polish in Yukon.
Coming out of the timeout, for those just now joining us, 12-0 Bethany leads. Just over 3 minutes left to play in the first quarter. The Enid High Pacers, our opponent for day number 2 of the Heart of Oklahoma tournament. Enid was able to get a win over the homeschool team, the Oklahoma City Knights. The Knights headed to the loser side, obviously, after that. But we get a chance to see the Knights men's team for the game directly following this one as they got an upset win perhaps over Anadarko. They'll face our Bethany men's starting at 5:30. Back in the action, McNutt looking to the far corner. Here's Harris to put up a three, and it looks like we're going to have a big night for the three-point shot for the Broncos. Harris knocks down another 15-0. Yates trying to bring it up the left side, runs into good pressure from Morgan McNutt. Gives it back to Solomon, who goes right, but another wild pass falls into the hands of Saylor. But Saylor just a little bit out of rhythm, kind of double dribbled right there before she could get the pass off. Nichols checking in. She wears number 13 for the Pacers. You'll see her down low. So now Enid bringing it up the floor. They've got three players around the perimeter. One stands at about the free throw line. One moves out to the corner. They feed it to that far corner. Now goes back out to Solomon. She feeds it all the way to the top of the key. The Pacers try to go all the way around the world, but nothing opens up in the face of this Bethany zone. Harris out to the ball handler. Not letting any pass get free. There's a feed inside to the free throw line. Immediately three white jerseys swarm Miller. Miller trying to go right hand all the way into the paint. Got the shot off. No good off the back of the rim. Lynn has the defensive rebound. Bethany on the return shot. On a 15-0 run. Morgan McNutt for three. Stepped into it from the near side wing and just lights out. Under 2 minutes now left to play. 18-zip. Enid again desperately needing points. They don't want to be held scoreless through the first. They've got it up court to Nichols on that far side, and they'll just back it off back towards the logo. Here's Solomon with Morgan McNutt on her. Wants to go left side. There's the feedback towards the free throw line. They have a player there that's Miller. They've been trying to get her started. Nichols will look to Miller again. Can't get the pass to her. Now Solomon able to find Miller. She kicks it back out beyond the perimeter. Yates trying to make something happen. Goes for the lob inside. I think they're going to catch Saylor with a reach over foul. Or an over-the-back foul, I should say. Now that foul is on Emma Saylor. That'll be her first personal. Regier back on the floor for the Broncos. Allie Lynn will take a break. Looks like Regier is going to be accompanied by McKinnon Calderon as well. 1:23 on the clock. 18, zilch. Inbounds goes to the near corner. That's Nichols. She's looking inside, trying to get to Miller. Miller has no shot, so she kicks it back out beyond the perimeter. The Pacers can't free up anything right now. Look at Calderon swarm to the ball handler. The Pacers trying to go left side. There's the feed back down low. Let's see if Miller can make the move. No, she goes cross-court pass. Now it's on that far side once again. Solomon, bounce pass back towards the near wing, and still nothing opening up for the Pacers. A minute left to play. They even passed up a potential three right there. This time Yates has a little bit of room, and she wants it off the front of the rim, but an offensive rebound by Solomon. Earns her a left-handed putback, and another offensive rebound, and that one finally made by Miller. That breaks the long scoring drought there for the Pacers. 18-2, now 40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bethany's still up 16, nothing to worry about just yet. Donnelly on the floor, she kicks it to the corner. And after the pass down to Morgan McNutt, she was looking for Regier on the baseline, and I think it got tipped, but it was off of Regier last regardless. The score remains 18-2, now 30 seconds left to play in the first. I imagine Bethany's not even going to try to let the Pacers get one more shot off here, and a long pass gets stolen away by Emma Saylor. Here's a spot up two from Regier at the free throw line, and she bakes that one home. 20-2, back out to an 18-point lead. Solomon in a hurry. She knows they're running out of time. There's the give and go back to Solomon. She looks to the far side. Nichols, a spot up two of her own, but her mid-range doesn't fall. Regier able to steal the ball away after being kept alive. She's got enough time for the shot. And if you're watching on YouTube, GSN Sports and Talk, you saw that shot. She airmailed everything. But up 20-2, she only had to laugh about it. So we'll get ready for the second quarter, a minute break here. If you're just now joining us at the end of one, Broncos up 20-2 over the Enid High Pacers. So far, so good for Bethany.
Are you looking for some hair, some virgin hair, some extensions? Well, come to Alchemy Ming Virgin Hair and Boutique. We have moved to 10709 North Rockwell Avenue, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Suite D. Come and see all the styles from your best hairstylist, your favorite hairstylist, the award-winning hairstylist of the year, Jasmine J.G. Garrett Whitson.
10 seconds left here in our mid-quarter break. You're watching Bethany High School basketball on GSN Sports and Talk. And I'm now getting a National Weather Service warning for freezes in our part of the world. I mean, I don't think I needed the NWS to let me know that it was going to be cold. I can kind of feel it already, but it's good that they're looking out for us, right? It's good. What's been cold has been the Enid offense throughout one quarter, completely stifled by this Bethany defense. 20-2 at the start of the second. Harrison, the starters, back on the floor here. If this league continues to roll, I mean, you might see a game that's all backups. You might see a game that's all bench players and potentially a rolling clock. We'll see if they save that for the fourth. Madison McNutt now has it about the logo. She's looking down to her right. Regier stands in the paint, accompanied by Lynn, two other players around the perimeter. They go to Calderon right side. She kicks it back out to Madison McNutt, who puts up the three. It's rebounded by Cam Regier, and on her putback, she's fouled. Had two players on her, Miller and Collins, and neither one could stop Cam Regier. The clock halts at 7:32. Regier will head to the line. So, by the way, fouls a major part of that first quarter. Enid got into foul trouble very early on, put Bethany in the bonus pretty quickly, although Regier misses her first here. She will have a second, but this is not the kind of game, this is not the opponent that Enid could afford to give up a lot of fouls. Regier missed them both. Can't find a rhythm on the free throw shot right now. See if that plays a role later on. Oh, but she does find the rhythm on the defense, getting a steal at about mid-floor. Here's Harris completely alone. Right-handed shot, but her layup's no good. Thankfully, Regier followed it up with an offensive rebound, and her right-handed putback does fall. 22-2. Just a wild pass that got away from the Pacers once more. Regier was in the right place, right time. Let's see if they're a little bit careful bringing it up the court here. A dangerous pass down low to Miller, but Miller's able to get the shot off. It doesn't fall for her, and it bounces harmlessly out of play. A turnover on the Pacers. 22-2, 6:55 on the clock here. Bethany already in the second. It almost feels like we've got plenty of time here. Time's on our side. McNutt has number 22, Odom, or excuse me, that was number 23, Solomon on her. She's able to get the pass off right side, kept alive by Reese Harris, although it goes through a couple defenders. Harris cross-court pass, looking to Calderon. Calderon bounce pass down low. Regier breaks away, got past her defender, and that's an easy right-handed layup for Cam Regier. 24-2. Now 6.5 left to play in the second quarter. Well, one blowout. At this rate, it appears to be we're going to have two blowouts in this tournament for the Bethany women's team. But here's Nichols with the wide open three from the left corner. She's able to knock that one down for only the second bucket of the Pacers today, 24-5. Madison McNutt looking up ahead, wanting a screen from Calderon. Switches on to her, gives the ball up. Calderon at about the top of the key, has Lynn to her left, but goes to Regier down low. Regier took a shot to the head, and I think the official saw we'll have a foul on the floor here. It's going on number 23, Solomon. Solomon just kind of jumped, was expecting a higher lob, trying to bat it down, came down right on top of Regier. Inbounds play here for the Broncos. They've got two at both sides of the free throw line. Looks like they're going to go back towards that. Oh, they're going to the L. So 3 players on the right side of the lane, 1 on the left. McNutt's the player freed up, but it's immediately knocked out of bounds by Solomon, who read the inbounds well and was able to get in front of the pass. We've seen them run a couple different inbounds plays. Regier alone in the paint, 3 players out beyond the perimeter. Here's Allie Lynn taking the inbound. She drives all the way into the paint, kicks out to an open Regier in the corner. Regier now drives right hand. Her hook shot no good, and it's rebounded by Miller. Enid with a little bit of defensive success. Let's see if it turns into offense. There's a little bit of a trap there. McNutt and Regier are slowing down Solomon enough, and Solomon wants the foul call, but she's not going to get it. Completely trapped right past half court on the left side of the floor. That's Solomon's go-to. She loves that left hand bringing it up the floor. Seems Bethany has started to get a little wise to it. Solomon looking down low, has Nichols on the baseline. Nichols put up the mid-range 2, no good. Allie Lynn with the rebound. She's trying to press the advantage. Looking left side. Has Calderon. Calderon has room. She steps into one, and she will. Calderon from 3, and you can't leave a shooter like that wide open. McKenna Calderon on that left side of the floor. She's done that twice now, just stepping into a 3 completely in rhythm and hit nothing but net. 27-5, 5 minutes left to play in the first half, but we will stop at about 5 as there was a foul called. believe they said that was on Madison McNutt. That'll be her first personal and the first team foul for the Broncos in this quarter. A couple of subs come on for the Pacers here. Harris gets a break for the Bethany side. It looks like Donnelly is back on the floor. All right, inbound going out beyond half court. Here's Solomon to bring it up the floor again. Enid running a lot of offense to their left. Nichols stands on the right side. She'll get the ball. Now looking inside the perimeter, there's a little bit of separation. Miller had enough room to pull up for the jumper and hits it 27-7. Now 4:45 left on the clock. Calderon, though, with this Bethany offense still well ahead, 20 points, not in a hurry. But Calderon had a risky inbounds to Regier, and it gets stolen away. The Pacers trying to go on a fast break, but a loose ball might have gotten tipped out by Donnelly. I couldn't exactly see. A scramble, diving bodies. Looks like we're just going to have a jump ball at the end of it all. Jump ball call at the end of it all. Call me Eminem with that verse. Clock restarts, 4:25. This is number 28, looking for somewhere to go. Has Solomon at about the logo. Solomon looks straight down. Miller, if she can get it open for that mid-range two, she's loved that shot. Trying to get all the way into the lane. Looks like they're going to hit Allie Lynn with the foul. Lynn obviously disagrees. That will be the second team foul for the Broncos here in this quarter, the first on Lynn. And Lynn will head off. Emma Saylor back onto the floor. On the inbounds, two players tied up in the middle. They're able to free up Yates around the perimeter. She gives it right back to Solomon. Catch and shoot from the near corner. Solomon shot too strong. Falls in the hands of Saylor. Saylor having to slow things down. Solomon playing great defense on her on the near line, but she's able to maintain possession just enough to get the pass off to Calderon. Calderon looks up floor. Regier now to McNutt in the corner. Back up high. Here's number 5. Hot hand. Doesn't have it. Too short off the front of the rim. Solomon in trouble. Ran into Calderon on the left line. She's going to get the foul call this time. That will be the first personal on McKenna Calderon. I think, though, that she's got to be careful. She's done that pretty much every time she's gotten the ball. It's not going to be long before Bethany defends that better, and it's just going to be turnovers on the Pacers every time. Yates looking to the middle of the floor with Miller. She kicks it back out to Nichols on that far wing. Nichols' three doesn't go. It might have been off the hands of Morgan McNutt there, we thought, but I believe we'll call that number 33 Collins getting a hand on it last. So a turnover on the loose ball. The Pacers remain down 20, 27-7, 3:30 on the clock in the second quarter. Morgan McNutt wants a three from the right wing. No good. The fight for the offensive rebound. Nichols falls on it for the Pacers, and looks like she's going to have it cleanly. A timeout was taken, though, by the Pacers. They've used 3 already in this half. I mean, they called one after like 20 seconds. It's not been the game Enid wanted coming out of the gates, but let's take a quick timeout with them. We'll be back in roughly 20 seconds, so don't go anywhere.
When technology has you screaming at the office, call Simplify Tech Solutions at 405-981-1011. Located at 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard, Simplify Tech Solutions features IT management, business phone systems, manages Wi-Fi, and offers repair and support. Simplify your Wi-Fi before the emotional breakdown by calling Simplify Tech Solutions. Locally owned and operated at 405-981-1011. 405-981-1011. Simplify Tech Solutions.
Coming out of the timeout, it will be Pacer ball. 3:24 on the clock. The score is 27-7. Pacers look like they're going to have to clean up a little bit of a wet spot over on their side of the floor, so we'll let them take care of that for a second. But overall, Bethany has, of course, dominated this first half. It hasn't been much trouble for them. Solomon, their primary ball handler, she's tried to go up the left side of the floor, but Bethany is wising up to it. 3 players now play this front court defense. The Pacers able to get it past mid-floor. They go with a couple of passes to the middle of the floor. They've liked to feed Miller. Here's Solomon now at the logo, looking right side to Yates. Yates goes back to Solomon. She's scanning 3 players down low. Now has Miller, who steps back out beyond the perimeter. Not the shot she's looking to take. 2:55 on the clock. Cut down low from Nichols, trying to free herself up in the corner. The ball eventually finds her. Now she passes it inside. Miller shot contested. Oh, and I thought that was a clean block by Emma Saylor, but the official sees it differently. The foul on Emma Saylor will send number 32 Miller to the line. That is Saylor's second personal. Fourth team foul. First free throw is made from Miller. 27-8. Bethany, I believe, went on a 25-0 run before the Pacers found their first points. It was quite the offensive onslaught. The second one rims in and out. It is rebounded by the Pacers. They got it from number 33, Collins. The Pacers will retry their offensive look. Solomon looking down to Collins. Nothing going in the near corner, so they go back out to 2-3. Look at the defense from Morgan McNutt, glued to Solomon's side. Has right about the logo. Now Solomon going to the left. She likes that left hand, fed to Miller. Miller dribbles once, pulls up from the mid-range, right inside the free throw line, and hits it off the glass, 27-10. Not a bad job by the Pacers getting that second chance. Donnelly now on the floor, gives over to Harris. She's looking left side. Morgan McNutt has a little bit of separation, wants to put up the three. Off the mark, but an offensive rebound. Allie Lynn goes back up with the left hand, and she draws the foul on her second chance. 29-10 with the free throw pending. 2 minutes left to play in the first half. So with Lynn at the line for the and one, Donnelly and Regier stand in the middle of the, what would you call that? Around the lane, perimeter. The free throw formation. I actually don't know what the official term for that would be, but either way, Donnelly and Regier down low try to get this rebound, but it doesn't matter. Lynn sinks it. 30-10, a 20-point lead once more for the Broncos here in the second quarter. Under 2 minutes left to play. The Pacers down big, have to feel like this one has gotten away from them, and a walk turns it back over. That time it went on Miller, who just tried to step into a pass, but even that has given the Pacers some trouble here. A minute 47. Again, the score 30-10. Bethany leads. Trying to earn their spot in the championship round tomorrow. So far, so good. McNutt, shot fake, near corner. Dribbles it back out to the broad side of the floor. Now she's looking to her left. There's Lynn all the way in the far corner. Let's see if they move her into the paint. They do. Lynn hands up, couldn't get the pass to her. Goes back out to Harris. Now over to Morgan McNutt on that far side. McNutt, pass fake, has Donnelly. Far corner, Donnelly, long three, no good. Following the shot is Regier. She's got the offensive rebound. Spinning, kicks it back out to McNutt. Extra to Donnelly. Does she try again? Left wing. No good on that one, but Allie Lynn with the second rebound. And Lynn's putback is good. A long offensive possession filled with plenty of attempts, and it ends up 2 points for the Broncos, 32-10. Our stream clock is off the mark for the game clock here, so it's about a minute left to play in this half. The Pacers desperately needing points, down 22. Solomon has separation. McNutt gets back to her in time. There's the feed down low from Yates. Nothing going there. They have to kick it back out beyond the perimeter. That was Odom who got the ball, but it will be Solomon drawing the foul on her, again, left-handed drive. That's her go-to. She's a good enough athlete, a good enough ball handler to drive right when she needs to, but she very, very clearly wants to go with that left. Bethany, if they can just make her stay going right, this already struggling Pacers offense will have even less going for them. That's 5 team fouls after the first personal on Morgan McNutt. It sends Solomon to the line. High arcing shot, but it does fall. The first free throw is good. 32-11. Her second attempt here. It's up. No good. Too strong. Lynn wants the rebound, but she's not going to get it. Collins comes out of nowhere, but a loose ball, a scramble on the near line. Solomon trying to go left hand. Are they going to give her the foul call? I guess they are. It's going on Donnelly. It appears that Saylor wants a timeout, and Coach Saylor will get it. 38.63 on the clock, 32-11 the score. The Broncos lead, but the Pacers are in a bonus here at the end of the first half.
Come see us down at Smoothie King. We have 2 amazing locations to serve you. 5914 Southeast 15th Street in Midwest City and 5921 Southwest 3rd Street, located right in the heart of Oklahoma City. Folks, we have the awesome Dude Perfect smoothie. We have wonderful enhancements to get you ready for your workout. Rule the day. Smoothie King is your one-stop shop for delicious smoothie action. Come see us at Smoothie King.
So after the Donley foul, it will result in more free throws for Solomon. The Pacers down 22 here at the end of the first, 32-11. If they want any chance of bringing it back in this game, these free throws are paramount. The first, too strong. Back-to-back free throws, a little bit too strong off the back of the rim. Solomon's got to make the adjustment here. Want to come away with at least one. Here's her second attempt. And she does make the necessary adjustment. 32-12, back down to a 20-point lead for the Broncos. Still comfortable if you're Bethany, but it means the Pacers have had a little bit of life, some things they can build on. Lynn over to Harris on the left side. Harris bounce pass to McNutt. She follows up with the bounce pass to Regier on the baseline. And Regier from the left side of the floor, no trouble for her. Right-handed finish, good for two. 34-12, 20 seconds remain. Solomon, up-court pass, has a wide-open Yates for three. Friendly bounce, bounces around and falls. Now 10 seconds remain, but it's 34-15. Yates hit it from the left wing. McNutt looks ahead. Donley has a defender in her face, but she puts up the three regardless. Offensive rebound, but there's no chance for Reese Harris to get a putback before time runs out. At half, 34-15, the Broncos lead over the Enid High Pacers. So far, once again, so good for Bethany. 2 quarters remain. Don't go anywhere. We've got a halftime show coming for you next. But first, enjoyed this interview we caught with the one, the only, Blake Nightingale.
All right, we're back out here talking with Blake Nightingale at State Farm Insurance right here on Northwest Expressway. Blake, why don't you tell everybody where you're at? Then we're going to find out about some insurance. Where are you at?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just located here off of Northwest Expressway in between Rockwell and Council, just west of the Canes. So we're right there over there by the Target. So
there you go. Talk insurance and talk Canes or something like that. Well, Blake, there's several questions I have, and I want to get this out of the way again.
Okay.
State Farm Insurance has some really good rates on auto insurance. Tell us about it.
Absolutely. We have just recently had some other rate reductions, and this is the prime time to be shopping after all, credit card bills, Christmas bills all went up, and so you're looking for ways to save money. This year is going to be the year. If you come with us, State Farm, we're going to save you some money. So,
and I can vouch for that. You can save, well, I guess I shouldn't say, depending on what you have, you can save you some money because some of these insurance companies are so high. Come over to State Farm, you're going to save you some money.
Yeah, absolutely. There are ways to save. I would just say constantly, reevaluating your coverage and making sure you got the right stuff. But we're always looking to do both. We're wanting to get you the best coverage for the best price. So.
Well, speaking of the best coverage, we've got a special season coming up called the Storm Season.
Yeah.
And why don't you tell us about homeowners insurance,
Yep.
roofs, all of that stuff
Yep.
with the storm system coming up. We just had some storms here this past couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, now's the time. I mean, we're getting ready to get into spring season in the next couple of months. We say storm season, but, we just had a tornado, a couple of weeks ago. So
Right.
Storm season seems to be all year long with Oklahoma. But primarily we get into that hail season coming up in the next few months, and that's the perfect time before this happens to make sure you've got the right policy in place. And we're always glad to look over your policy and make sure you got the right coverage. So,
And the roof is so important anyway. Is there any possibility before the storm season comes I don't know, can they do anything to prepare for what's coming up?
yeah, so a couple things outside of the roof. One thing I always tell people, take a quick video of all your stuff in your house. Obviously, we never think that a tornado is going to happen, but if it does, just having a simple video of all your contents and just what you have around the house is crucial in the claims process. Furthermore, when it comes to the roof, I just tell people, this is the time to find who you trust, both as an insurance provider and as a roofing contractor. It's always important to find, whenever that storm happens, to have somebody that you trust getting up there. You're going to have people from out of state, Texas, wherever, coming to tell you that you got a roof that needs to be fixed. And so just having those people around you and starting now before it happens, because when it happens, it kind of can be chaotic for you. So
Absolutely. Well, Blake, tell us again before we get on some other stuff, how important it is. We always talk about shop local, but that includes your local insurance agent too, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one of the things I think that we provide, I've got 6 licensed staff members, and they're willing to answer questions. And so it's not call 100 number, sit on hold for 30 minutes, and then talk to somebody you don't even know. It's when you call in, you're going to talk to the same person, and you're going to have that resource available to you. Furthermore, when it comes to the roof, it's one of those things where you've got to make sure you've got the right coverage. There's a lot of different policies out there in Oklahoma right now, and so you just want to make sure that you've got the coverage in place that you think you do and that you want. So.
And you're local. I can't get much local than you. You grew up in Enid just like I did. So
yes, I'm from Enid here, been in the city for now, I don't know, 15, 20 years. I don't know how old I am. But anyways, it's one of those things where I'm just down the street, and I'm always here to help. So
you really are. Now, as we get into the storm season and other things, you have other insurance. You have renter's insurance. You have, gosh, you can cover boats. You can cover all kind of things, right?
Yeah, we like the big three. We love auto, home, and life, but we've got it all. We can cover your business. We can cover your health needs. We can do boats, RVs, recreational vehicles. And so anything you need, we can take care of it for you.
Well, we appreciate your support of our broadcast of Bethany High School and all your interest in what you're doing around the local schools here, not just Bethany. You're here for everybody. Like your good neighbors. That's such a good slogan.
Yeah.
You ever walk in the door and you think that you hear that jingle, like a good neighbor?
I know.
I'd sing it, but
I am here, and I'm here to be a good neighbor, and I'm glad to help and be a local resource. So. All
right. Well, why don't you go ahead and give us your phone number again and your address and any other information you want to give us?
Absolutely. You can reach us here at 405-728-1313. You can also text or call anytime. My address here is 7304 Northwest Expressway, just off of, just between Council and Rockwell. And so give us a call anytime. We're here to help. Go Broncos.
And I can vouch every time I come in here, they're really friendly in here, so you'll really like it. Blake, thank you again, and we'll be back to visit with you soon.
Thank you.
And we welcome you back to the halftime show presented by Blake Nightingale State Farm. Hope you enjoyed that interview, everybody. At half of our game today, 4:30 left on the clock in our break, 34-15, the Broncos lead over the Pacers. Needless to say, pretty good game. Pretty good game for the Broncos. They've done everything right so far. The three-point shot has been falling. Regier has rebounded extremely well. I've seen Allie Lynn rebound extremely well. They're following their shots. They're getting second chances. And so far, they've really put it on the Pacers. Now, Enid has had a little bit of success when they've gone to their own post player, number 32, Miller. They just have not been able to consistently get it inside to her, and credit that to the perimeter defense from Bethany right here. The full court defense has been good, but it's really been the half-court perimeter that has impressed me the most. Bethany is forcing extremely long possessions on the Pacers and not opening up the easy shot for them. They played a little bit of zone here. I think they were in man for just a tiny bit, not long, but this zone has been pretty lights out for the Bethany Broncos. And Enid has retaken the floor to warm up. So we've got 2 more quarters here. At the rate we're going, it should be a pretty easy Bethany win, and they'll come back to play in the championship game tomorrow. But if I know anything, folks, you can never count out a team in a tournament. Like I said, I will admit it. I had counted out the Oklahoma City Knights in their game against Anadarko last night because I was looking at it. Anadarko, ranked team. They've had a strong season. I don't know anything about the OKC Knights. They don't play in a class officially, I don't think. So I had counted them out. And what do you know? But the OKC Knights beat Anadarko in an upset. So as long as there's time left on the clock in a tournament setting like this, anything is possible. Bethany cannot rest. They cannot take the foot off the gas. Come out, keep playing your same clean game you've been playing, and then they will walk away with an easy win. This has been the Blake Nightingale halftime show. Thanks again to Blake, 7304 Northwest Expressway. He's the best. I hope you enjoyed that interview. When we come back for the third quarter, we'll have more Bethany High School basketball and the men's stream directly following this one. A reminder, we have a little bit of an update. All games at 8:30 a.m. and 10 a.m. tomorrow. Women's will be first. The first place championship game will be played right here on this floor. The third place game will be played at the old high school. But there is your update. Let's go back to one quick break, and then we'll get into some third quarter action here on GSN Sports and Talk.
We are Integrity Heating, Air, and Plumbing, in business for over 40 years. We've provided top-notch service for every company and residential home in the area. Let's take a look inside and let you meet some people.
Hey, Blaine. Good morning. Here we have a part of our call center. This is Tina. That's Gabby. That's our general manager, BJ. Our office hours are from 7:30 to 7:30, Monday through Friday. And we do heating and air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical. Give us a call. We always have specials. Our number one priority is your family, constant comfort, and convenience. We offer 24-hour service.
And in order for us to do that, we fully stock everything here at our warehouse. Whether it's commercial or residential, we offer plumbing, heating and air, and electrical full services. All of our guys are licensed, we're bonded and insured.
Here at Integrity, we offer senior discounts, military discounts, and public service discounts.
You worked hard for us, so let us work hard for you.
Yeah, go Broncos.
All right, we're coming back out of break, getting ready for the third quarter of action here in Purcell, Oklahoma. Your Bethany Broncos taking on the Enid High School Pacers. Currently a 34-15 lead for the Broncos after a very successful first half. Me personally, I expect that continue as we move into the third. Well, folks, in our halftime show, if you missed it, I was talking about our schedule update. 8:30 a.m. and 10 a.m. tomorrow. Expecting the inclement weather, the severe winter storms, so tune in to those. We will still have the games. It's just going to be a lot earlier than you were maybe expecting. Bethany will have ball first as we get into the third. 8 minutes back on the clock, now officially in the second half. Let's see what adjustments the Pacers can make coming out of halftime, because they're down big. Again, 34-15 the score. All right, let's get this thing going one final time in our women's game. Harris to bring it up the floor for the Broncos. She's immediately looking to her left. All players on the right side of the floor right here for Bethany. Harris fakes the drive, goes right, cuts into the lane, trying to get the bounce pass off to Regier off a couple of legs. Allie Lynn picks it up, has room for the three. Her shot no good. Rebounded by number 23, Solomon, on a fast break, right side, one-on-one with Harris. Solomon gets the right-handed layup up, no good, no foul. McNutt has the rebound, nearly traveled, but somehow the great body control from Madison McNutt gets all the way back up the floor. Here's Regier on the right-handed layup. Thought she might have pump fake, but it looks like she draws the foul as it's number 20, Yates, who goes flying, slow to get up. Regier will head to the line. That is a foul on Yates, her third personal, first team foul for the Pacers in this quarter. Regier's first attempt, no good, off the right side of the rim. She has kind of struggled from the line today, folks, but thankfully this has not been a game where that's had a major impact. Score remains 34-15, 7:30 on the clock. Her second attempt, that one no good as well. Another over trip to the line. Rebounded by the Pacers, so here we go again. Pacers looking up the right side of the floor. There's a lot of contact right there on number 11, Chrissa, but she's able to get the pass out to Solomon. Solomon bounce pass. They go for the extra to the corner. No shot taken from Odom. Odom looking down low. That's Miller again. She's got three defenders on her. Look at Calderon jumping around, trying to cause some havoc. They have to reset the offense. They bring it all the way back out towards the middle of the floor. Chrissa has it back to Solomon. Solomon scanning. Two players around the perimeter. Two stand at about the free throw line. Both of them move to the right. Still nothing opening up down low. The zone defense from the Broncos coming up very well here. Yates wants to feed it down low, but Regier saw the pass coming and got the steal. Now Madison McNutt, after the Cam Regier steal, looks up floor to number 2 once more. No shot taken by Bethany here, but again, with plenty of time and plenty of chance to run the offense, no worries. Calderon got the pass off to Harris. Top of the key, Harris drives right side inside the perimeter. Hand off, Cam Regier, she's got the three. From the far side of the floor, Cameron Regier puts up a beautiful shot, 37-15. 6:20 left to play, now down to 6:15. Right out of the gates, Bethany again putting the pressure up on the Pacers. Yates and Solomon going back and forth on the right side of the floor or the bottom of your screen. Now they feed it all the way around the perimeter, going to that far corner. It comes back out towards the top. Yates looking for somewhere to go. In trouble, doesn't want to take the shot. Gives it up to number 11, Chrisup, who sees Miller in the corner. Still no three taken. Solomon steps into a pass on the left side. It's a fake from Chrisup, but she doesn't drive. The Pacers have no penetration right now. Nothing opening up around. Finally, they feed a pass down low. Here's number 22, Odom, to put up the shot. It's no good. Regier fighting 1-on-2 for the rebound. Whistle blown, jump ball. And right there you saw the biggest problem with this Pacers offense. How many times did they pass it back and forth or completely around the length of the perimeter with nothing happening down low? They had one player standing in the paint with number 22, Odom, and no way to get it to her cleanly. Clock stops at 5:36. 37-15 the score in the third for those just now joining us. Looks like the Pacers were lined up in a version of the box for their inbound, but they're going to feed it to the corner. Collins, with two defenders on, are able to bring it back out towards the broad side of the floor, just trying to get some sort of separation. Let's see what the Pacers run here. Solomon's been their playmaker. Let's see if they let her drive. Two players to her right. One stands at the free throw line. They go all the way towards the right corner. This is Miller, and again, back towards the top and just nothing happening down low. All these passes are meaningless. 5 minutes left on the clock in the third, and finally Calderon gets the hand on one. Knocks it out of bounds, but there's no intention behind these passes, I would say, from the Pacers. They have no plan for it. At least that's what it appears to me from my vantage point. Nichols back on the floor. She'll sub off Odom. Pacers ball remains. Again, 5 minutes left to play in the third. And another ball just poked out of bounds, this time from Calderon again. No team fouls on the Broncos in this quarter. One team foul on the Pacers. 4:56 and counting. Look at how static everybody is. One player stands on the free throw line, no movement. There's one player running on the baseline, actually trying to get herself free, and they do find Miller, but she has to give it back out to Solomon, who finally steps in and launches a three, but it's no good. Calderon has the rebound. 4:36 as the Broncos bring it up the floor with Allie Lynn. Lynn directs traffic. Two players on the baseline, one to her right, that's Calderon. She has Harris now moving to her left. Sees McNutt in the corner. McNutt wanted the lob inside, didn't have an opening for it. There's the lob. It goes to Regier from Allie Lynn, the top of the key, and from straight away, Regier hits the shot, 39-15. 4:15 on the clock. The Broncos, you see how much more efficient the Bethany offense was compared to the Pacers offense as Solomon hits the deck, trying to dribble through two defenders, still going to her left hand, and it results in a turnover. This is what we were saying at the end of the first half. She's gotten a little bit predictable. They know she wants to go left. They've been able to stuff her now a couple of times. Harris has a wide open Madison McNutt. McNutt with a nice extra pass to Allie Lynn in the paint, and Lynn will draw the rebound, draw the foul on her shot. The foul is assessed to number 32, Miller. That's her second personal and the second team foul for the Pacers this quarter. Lynn shooting two. Her first is up and made. 40-15. Lynn has another one coming. Her second, made as well. 41 points for the Broncos, 15 for the Pacers, 3:55 left to play in the third quarter. Regier still playing this full court defense, basically working a 1-on-2, slows them down for just a bit. Nichols runs through Harris and did get the foul call. Mass substitution, a brand new 5 onto the floor. All right, let's call them all out. I see Saylor, I see Morgan McNutt, I see London Jaggers, Donley, and looks like number 32, Tabor, on the floor for the Broncos. 3:40 on the clock, and it's running. Nichols tied up in the corner with Donley, able to get the pass back out to Solomon. She goes to the lob down low. Here's Miller spinning, right-handed shot. Got past Saylor for the right-handed layup, 41-17. Now just under 3:30 left to play in the third. I wonder if they go to a running clock in the fourth. I asked that question earlier, but it was way too early to tell. Now it's a little bit closer. They might, although I don't expect them to. Jaggers goes right to left with the cross-court pass. Had Donley. Donley does the same, finding Morgan McNutt in the far corner. McNutt brings it back up towards the top, and Bethany will slow things down, rerun the offense, but Morgan McNutt frees herself back up from that far corner. Her three no good. Rebounded by Miller of the Pacers. 3 minutes left to play in the third. Score remains 41-17. Solomon and the Pacers have to strike now. They can't wait any more time, but it's a turnover as it got through the hands of Nichols in the far corner. Just a routine pass to her, and she couldn't handle it. Here's Jaggers bringing up the floor, looking to her left. Tabor goes back out to Jaggers. Couple switches off the ball. And same thing happened to Donnelly there. Got a nice pass to her. She almost couldn't handle it. Saylor got a pass from Donnelly. Kicks it back out to Tabor. Now back out to Donnelly. 10-32, and they'll catch Tabor with the travel violation here. Tried to make a cut with the left hand. Just a little bit too much movement down low. Clock stops at 2:25. Pacer ball. Again, 1 team foul on the Broncos, 2 on the Pacers. Fouls haven't really been an issue in the third, so there hasn't been a lot of stoppages of the clock. On the floor now is number 3, Josa, for the Pacers. She gave Solomon a break, or excuse me, not Solomon, but she takes over Solomon's original position as point guard. Josa has it now on the left wing, scanning, looking for somewhere to go, has it on the right. Here's Chrisup all the way back and towards the near corner. Solomon has no shot, gives it back out to Josa. Josa had an open 3 there, didn't want to take the shot. That's about all the Pacers are going to be able to draw up playing this kind of offense. There was a high screen right there and just nothing happened from it. There's a wide open Chrisup. We'll see if she takes it. She doesn't want to, trying to feed the bounce pass down low, and it doesn't get to Solomon before it's stolen away, that time by Tabor. 1:40. Bethany way out in front, 41-17. Jaggers has it. She's taken over primary point guard duties here, and she looks right side. Morgan McNutt, does she have it? She does. From 3, Morgan McNutt on the wing. I believe that's her second from that spot. 1:20 and counting, heading towards the fourth quarter in a hurry. Josa and the Pacers looking back towards the right side. I wonder if they start putting up some threes. Here's Josa driving all the way into the lane. Got to feed down low. And look at the frustration right there from Miller. She had 3 defenders on her, couldn't get any separation. She does get the foul call, but being down in this kind of game, it's not enough. The foul goes on number 35, Saylor. That is her 3rd personal. Second team foul, 2 on both sides. The inbound sees 2 movements down low. There's 1 screen in the paint, but the inbounds goes to the corner. Josa has it, brings it back out towards the logo. Josa has Morgan McNutt on her, picked up the dribble, nearly lost the ball. Good defense from McNutt. And another ball that just goes through the hands of the Pacers. They were looking to the left, try to get it to Collins. Another turnover. 47 seconds here in the third. 44-17, Bethany way out in front. Really don't even have to shoot this, but they're going to. Jaggers sends it down low to Donnelly. She kicks it back out to the far side. Morgan McNutt tries that same 3 again, just barely doesn't go. Tabor fighting for the rebound, but she doesn't come away with it. It appears to be number 32, Miller, who has it. Miller brings up the right side of the floor, working 1-on-2 against McNutt and Jaggers. Gives it back out to Josa, who feeds to Solomon, and Solomon has a 2-step floater. It doesn't fall, but an offensive rebound from Miller, and the putback is good. 44-19. Now 10 seconds left to play in the third. Bethany will have last possession. Josa high defense, but Jaggers gets the pass off to Morgan McNutt. McNutt fakes, get it to Saylor. Saylor's mid-range jumper off the mark, and that'll take us to the end of the third. 44-19, Bethany's still up big after the end of 3. One more quarter coming for you here, folks, and at the rate we're going, it appears Bethany is going to be heading to the championship round. But we'll see how the fourth plays out. I nearly said the 8th there when we come back from break.
Do it best at Evans Hardware. Since 1965, Evans Hardware has provided Midwest City with top-quality home improvement supplies and a one-of-a-kind shopping experience. At 1021 South Douglas Boulevard, Evans Hardware is family-owned and has the right products for every situation, including DIY projects, professional contracting, or quick fixes. Their satisfaction guarantee and quick turnarounds mean you'll always find what you need. So visit Evans Hardware in Midwest City.
Or call 405-732-1898. That's 405-732-1898.
Evans Hardware in Midwest City.
We are back from break now, ready for the fourth quarter. 44-19, Bethany has maintained this huge lead since the first. It's been no trouble for the Broncos in this one. With 8 minutes on the clock, it's plenty of time. You're not worried. I said coming out of the halftime break, as long as they play their same game, just keep it clean, they'll be fine, and that has remained true. The Pacers have had a little bit of a bright spot from Solomon and Miller. Most of their offense has come from those two, if not all of it. Looks like the starters heading back out on the floor. You'll see Calderon, McNutt, Regier, Lynn, and Harris. Pacers have ball first. 8-minute countdown once more. Solomon has on the left wing, looking to a baseline pass. Had Collins, but Collins couldn't free herself up for the shot. They go to her on the right side of the floor now. She gets a nice feed inside to Miller. Miller backs down her defender, got the shot off. Does she get the and one? And yes, she will get the foul. 44-21 after the made Miller 2. Her chance to make it 3. And she is successful for the three-point play. 44-22. Bethany double Enid's points here. Lynn looking ahead to Harris. Harris now back towards the right. Swaps with Calderon. She's now working on Joseph. Bounce pass to the corner. Here's Madison McNutt. Needs somewhere to go with the pass. Joseph plays good defense. Hit Harris hard, and that will be a foul on number 3 of the Pacers. Her first personal, first team foul. Now 1 foul on both sides. Calderon sees Harris down low. Good off-ball movement from Harris. Calderon cross-court pass to Lynn on the left wing. She has no shot. McNutt goes back to Lynn. Lynn puts it up from the elbow and knocks it down. Allie Lynn makes it 47 for the Broncos. 7:15 left to play in the game. 47-22. Solomon, that was Odom who had on the right side. They go all the way around the world to Solomon. She's looking for the entry pass down low. Got it to Miller. Miller spots up from the free throw line. Got her shot blocked. Lynn trying to fight for the rebound. Bounced through a couple of hands, and you got to give it up to the hustle from Collins trying to keep it in play, but it will be out on 3-3 in blue. Are we having a timeout taken here from Enid, or? Yes, that appears to be the case. Enid will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. It's a full, so we'll be back after this break. Don't go anywhere. Now open at 5801 West Britain Road. It's Himador Mexican Grill. Order at Himador Mexican Grill and be treated to a spacious dining area, friendly staff, and delicious Mexican dishes. Fajitas, quesadillas, seafood, vegetarian meals, they've got it all at Himador Mexican Grill, 5801 West Britain Road. With different lunch and dinner specials every day and great prices, Himador Mexican Grill is the place to be. They open at 11 a.m. every day and come by starting August 30th to get some drinks at the brand new bar. The people love Himador Mexican Grill, and you will too. Call 405-367-7274 or email HimadorGrill5801@gmail.com to reserve your table. Himador Mexican Grill is eager to serve you. 5801 West Britain Road, and call 405-367-7274. 6:56 is where the clock stopped. We're getting back in the action here. Thanks to everybody that's been tuned in on GSN Sports and Talk, and thanks to all our sponsors, including Simplified Tech Solutions, 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard, back in War Acres. They power our broadcast, and we couldn't do it without Eric's help at Simplify. So next time you're in need of some technological aid, make sure you stop by Simplify Tech Solutions. Lynn blitzes up the floor, had a nice pass down to McNutt in the left corner. McNutt finds Regier. Regier bounce pass out to Harris. Harris from the far wing, and like clockwork, Reese Harris hits the 3. 50-22. The Pacers find themselves still down big now, 28. Had to do some quick math right there, too. Josa over to number 11, Chrisup. Chrisup finds Solomon. Solomon lob on the entry pass looking for Miller. Miller has a little bit of a floater fall, 50-24, 6:19. And now you can see the full court defense coming out from the Pacers, trying to force some sort of turnover, trying to get some quick momentum. Harris dribbles left hand, able to get past her defender, and Regier with some nice heads-up offense, we'll call it. Nice heads-up ball movement, how about? Keeps it alive. Harris gets a screen from Regier, try to get into the baseline, spins out. There's the lob back to Regier, 3 defenders on her, and she takes the foul. Regier shaking the hand as she heads over to the sideline to chat with Coach Saylor. The foul goes on number 32, Miller. That is her 3rd personal, and the 2nd team foul of this quarter for the Pacers. Clock stopped at 5:57. Regier has 2 free throws. Knocks down the first. 51-24. She struggled a little bit from the line here today, but this time she knocks down 2 of 2, 52-24, under 6 minutes to play in regulation. Joseph brings up the floor for the Pacers. They feed it all the way to the left wing. Chrisup back over to Solomon. Here's Yates wearing number 20, working on Madison McNutt. Yates picked up the dribble, able to get the pass off to Joseph. She doesn't take the three. Instead gives it over to Miller in the corner. Miller spots up, contested three, but she hits it over Allie Lynn. Annabelle Miller has kind of shown up here at the end of this game for the Pacers in a big way. I just worry it's going to be too little too late for the women in blue. But look at the defense she's playing on Cam Regier right now. Regier is going back and forth, left to right, and just can't get past Miller. Eventually the contact is too much and Miller takes a foul, her 4th personal, but again, you got to credit the hustle, right? I'm seeing a lot of heart right there for Miller. Definitely a lot of frustration as well, which lends to the foul, but she's playing very quick, very strong still. Calderon to inbound it. 2 off-ball screens, and it's Regier who takes the inbounds. The give and go to Calderon leads to an alley-oop to Allie Lynn, and what a great offensive possession right there from the Broncos. That was smooth as butter, folks. Joseph with Harris on her, looking to her right. This is number 10, Woods. First time we caught out her name. She goes back out towards Chrisup. Chrisup over to Solomon at about the logo. Solomon looking left side. Now Joseph drives. Lost the dribble, but Solomon picked it up. Goes with the left-handed floater. Friendly bounce, and it falls. 54-29. 4:43. And there's a long inbounds. Regier beat her defender 2-on-2 on the other end of the floor. Hesitation move and puts up the right-hander. It sinks 2 more for Cam Regier. 56-29. And a timeout taken. Oh, will it be a timeout, or are they just going to sub someone on? I think they're just going to sub someone on. Miller holding her mouth, might have taken a shot to the head. She'll head down to the end of the bench to kind of get that taken care of. So sub comes on the floor for the Pacers. Again, the score 56-29. 4:24, and it's moving in our 4th quarter action. Woods goes for the lob inside. There's Collins on the right side. Her shot from the block, no good, rebounded by Regier. Regier brings it up floor, 1-on-2, spinning, needs somewhere to go. Sees Harris straight away. Harris looking down low, has McNutt on the baseline. She jumps one out to Calderon. Calderon tried to find the inbounds to Lynn. It's knocked around. Finally, McNutt picks it up. Calderon got it after her pass. A couple quick passes all the way around. Still no one's open. Here's McNutt from the near corner. Doesn't fall. Collins got the defensive rebound. And oh, look at Madison McNutt. She ties up Josa and steals it away. But the Pacers get it right back. This is Solomon going 2-on-2 on the fast break. Got the shot off. Let's see if this is a defensive foul and who on. A lot just happened right there. Look at Madison McNutt. Credit to her for the defense she's played again today. It goes on number 23. That's Allie Lynn, her 2nd personal. I got to be honest, folks. I had looked away. I was looking to go change the camera, and when I looked back, Madison McNutt had the basketball. But that's just the kind of player she is. She's always high energy, high hustle, impacting the game on both ends of the floor. 56-30 after the made Solomon free throw, and a mass substitution again for the Broncos. Tabor, Saylor, McNutt, Donley, and Jaggers back on the floor. 2nd free throw coming for Solomon. Doesn't hit that one. Rebounded by Saylor, but Solomon comes from behind on the right side trying to get the steal. Saylor tied up and finally gets the whistle. It'll be Bethany ball. 3:30 is where the clock stopped. Inbounds here, Tabor to inbound and looking for somewhere to go. Saylor runs up the court on the left side. McNutt runs back on the right. She finally gets it into Jaggers, who had freed herself up on the left side of the floor. Jaggers in trouble, a lot of contact, and they're going to hit number 10. 10 Woods, yes. I thought it was number 3 at first, but it was number 10. So 10 takes the foul. That's her 1st personal, 4th team foul on the Pacers here in the 4th. Well, the moment, there's a touchdown pass. Donley broke away, beat her cornerback, and a right-handed layup. Good for 2. Cameron Donley wide open on that one. I mean, that was a 20-yard touchdown pass right there, folks. Worthy of the college football championship, I'd say. Indiana would be proud of that one. 3 minutes left to play in this game. Chrisup top of the key, looking for someone to go. Goes left side. Here's Woods with Morgan McNutt on her. Gives it back up to Solomon. They go back to Woods on the left wing. Woods bounce pass inside. Collins spinning. Fadeaway shot. No good. Saylor got the rebound. Saylor with the pass to Donnelly, but Donnelly tied up with 2 defenders. We'll have a whistle here. That foul going to go on. Let's wait for the number call because, oh no, never mind. It will be a jump ball. Clock stopped at 2:46. Pacers get it back. They go with a quick inbound to Joseph. Joseph matched up on London Jagger. She gives it up right side. Here's Chris up trying to drive. Has to spin out of trouble. Pacers passing it all the way around, but still nothing going. I thought Solomon was going to try to drive all the way into the paint. She backs it off as well. Bounce pass to Solomon now from the right, going left. Left hand all the way into the lane. Got the shot up and drew the foul. 2:24 on the clock. Laura Hallberg set to sub in for the Broncos, accompanied by Avery Bibbs. They'll hit the floor after this free throw attempt. It's up and good. 4 personal fouls on Emma Saylor, 3rd team foul. 58-31 as now Bibbs and Hallberg hit the floor. One more free throw coming. It's up and good. Solomon goes 2 for 2 on that trip to the line, 58-32. Here's Morgan McNutt bringing it up the floor for the Broncos, going right hand to the logo. Got it poked out by Solomon, who has the steal. Solomon one-on-one with McNutt. Euro step, awkward landing, but she got the 2 no matter what. 58-34, down to a 24-point lead. McNutt brings up with the left hand, sees Hallberg in the corner. Laura Hallberg's first shot, no good. Rebounded by number 10, Woods. The Pacers go the other way. Solomon in a hurry, dribbles through 4 defenders, got the shot blocked. How about that one from Cameron Donnelly? 1:50 left to play. Up-court pass, Morgan McNutt has it from Jaggers. Gives it back to Jaggers, she's looking to the corner. No handoff here, spins out. Entry pass, Morgan McNutt freed up for the right-handed layup. 60 points for the Broncos. They've nearly hit their total from yesterday's match as well. 60-34, 1.5 left to play. Woods has it right side, sliding, able to maintain full control, but an awkward pass is taken away by London Jaggers. Jaggers up court pass to Donnelly on the right side. Donnelly stops, puts up the 3 from the right wing. And well, folks, you can hear the reaction from the Bethany bench. Cameron Donnelly, that was the final nail in the coffin right there. 63 points for the Broncos, 34 for the Pacers. Just over a minute left to play in the game. The Pacers know it's over. They're going to bring it up the court pretty slowly here. Solomon looking to her left with Woods. Woods just yanking the ball around, looking for somewhere to go. Here's Nichols. Back to Solomon, under a minute now. They'll try to get one more shot off here, but Jagger's getting in the way of the pass. Way to stay in that bounce pass. That bounce pass is lane, I guess. Solomon drives right hand, 2 steps, drew the foul again. The clock will stop at 44 seconds. Solomon will head to the line one more time. Not giving up just yet, still playing all the way to the final whistle. Solomon's free throw up and no good. So in their first game yesterday, Bethany put up 63 points on Dixon High School. That final was 63-19. The Pacers have gone and played a little bit better of an offensive game, but it's so difficult to stop this Bethany team. 35-63, clock has resumed counting. Jaggers brings it up the left side, has an open Tabor on the left wing. Tabor doesn't take the shot, spins, trying to get into the lane. Lost the dribble, and it's stolen away by Collins. The Pacers get another possession out of it, 30 seconds left to go. Cross-court pass, no shot from Woods. Had separation, just didn't like the look. There's the entry pass to Collins. Collins spinning, kicks it back out beyond the line. Step inside, and long 2 from Solomon on the left side of the floor is hit, 63-37. Now 10 seconds left to play. Bethany might get one more shot. It's Avery Bibbs to take it from the left side. Her long 2, no good. Rebounded by Josa. Solomon brings it up the floor, and time runs out before she gets the shot off. The final, 63-37. Bethany wins and heads to the championship round. Well, folks, it was another great match from this women's team. They, as usual, have found their rhythm, and they look unstoppable when they do. But we'll talk about all that on the post-game show before we switch to the men's stream. So stick around with us here for a second. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. You know, all that good stuff. I'll talk about that one and award Player of the Game after this.
The parking lots are full because it's always a celebration at Chelito's Mexican Restaurant in Yukon at 1227 Garth Brooks Boulevard in the Chisholm Shopping Center. With a traditional flair of Mexican casual dining where your meal always begins with complimentary chips, cheese, and salsa. Then a lengthy menu selection from fajitas, tacos, enchiladas, fish tacos, and so much more. You don't have to be shy at Chelito's. Ask for our daily specials and finish your meal with our sopapilla or pick something from our dessert menu. Oklahomans have chosen Chelito's Mexican Restaurants in Yukon at 1227 Garth Brooks Boulevard in the Chisholm Shopping Center. Call 405-350-2006. M&T Septic and Backhoe is your call for septic installation, pumping, and repair needs. M&T Septic and Backhoe has been installing septic systems for over 25 years. From home builders to homeowners, from old-fashioned septics to aerobic systems and lift stations, give M&T Septic and Backhoe a call at 405-387-9353. A call for all your septic systems, storm shelter, or utility needs, offering free estimates and willing to work with you on all projects. Call 405-387-9353. M&T Septic and Backhoe.
Welcome back to the post-game show, ladies and gentlemen. It's here where we go over this 63-37 win for the Broncos. They matched their scoring total from day one of the tournament, which they played against Dixon, here against Enid High. Start to finish, another game wholly dominated by the Broncos. The three-point shot looked extremely good today from Bethany. Multiple players getting in on some of that action. Didn't feel like they had quite as many turnovers as they forced on Dixon, but they made up for it on the other end with a lights-out, lockdown defense that gave the trouble to the Pacers all first half. You can see in the background of our YouTube video the men's team warming up. We're about to switch over to that broadcast, so we invite you to tune in there. But looking ahead to the championship, you know, I don't know who Bethany's going to face yet, but I know it's going to be at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow, bright and early. We'll be here, and you should be too. The Broncos looking to cap off a perfect tournament run and steal away the championship here in the heart of Oklahoma tournament. But Player of the Game presented by Blake Nightingale. You know, it's another game where you could give it to a lot of different people. Calderon had a great game. Regier had a great game. Harris, Lynn. Man, it's another good one, folks. It's another good one. McNutt got involved in a big way. I liked Harris and the way she played for this one. She maybe didn't have quite the offensive numbers, but coming out of the gate, she was tasked with primary point guard duties and on both ends of the floor, and this is what I like the most. She's getting involved, getting steals, getting rebounds, forcing turnovers. There were a couple of key moments. I thought she had a big shot and then a big rebound. So I'm going to go with Reese Harris for this one. But, again, you could give it to a lot of players. But that'll do it for this game, folks. We're switching over to the men's stream, so stay with us on GSN Sports and Talk. We will be live in just a few. But if I don't see you there, have a great rest of your night. Stay warm and God bless. But for the rest of you, let's switch it over. Men's basketball.